Okay, adventurers, bit of a foggy, misty, rainy morning, but decided to go for a ride. I got up a bit earlier, but it was raining, so I put it off until now. But I'm going to do today, hopefully, around 140 k's. I'm going to ride from where I live out to Beverly, which is in the wheat belt on the sort of western side of the wheat belt. Ride out to Beverly and maybe up to York, but at least to Beverly, see how I feel, see how much time I got. So that's the plan today. So just heading out to the Heritage Trail, and I'll take the Heritage Trail out to the lakes, which is a roadhouse, which is the start of a little bit of highway riding I've got to do, and then head sort of southeast to Beverly. So yeah, on our way. Get to this highway or this main road, turn left, and head directly east to the hills. A bit further down Hepburn Ave, and I'll hit the Tonkin Highway and go south on that. So I'm making reasonable time at the moment. Done about 15 k's, so not a lot more to do. All right, we're crossing Tonkin Highway. It's an oval back there. This goes over the highway, and we go back north, and then we start heading east. Down the on-ramp, and then we are heading east. Oh, glass. Always got to watch glass for the tyres. Getting close to the Great Northern Highway turn off. I'll probably go through Midland rather than around the edge of the highway this time. I just think that's a little bit safer because you're right on the edge of the highway, you're actually riding on the road. I've done it a number of times, but I might go through Midland this time, something different. Done 27 k's. So this ride's 140, so it seems longer than that, but I guess I'm not far from the start of the Heritage track. All right, keep pedaling. Coming up to the Great Northern Highway, and we'll cross this and go into Midland and then hit Morrison Road. Rather than take the highway, just something different. I think I'll just go, where can I go here? Straight across by the looks is my only option. Given it's a big intersection, I'll hit the button. There's also police over there. I got the light first time. Oh, I'll go across here, okay. All right, into Midland. I came down here the other day. So normally I'd go down the highway, as I said, I think earlier, but we're going to Midland. I come through here last weekend, last Sunday of Easter, and I did a 220k ride all around the edge of Perth, circumnavigated the whole Perth region. I've been enjoying the long rides. Just get on the bike and pedal for 5-10 hours. Gives your mind something else to do. Good challenge. As well as the fitness. This is Morrison Road. We turn left and head over the Tonkin Highway and keep on going. Heading directly east now. This is Swan View. Just coming, a couple of k's away, a few k's away is the start of the heritage track and the gravel. We'll take that track out to the roadhouse called the Lakes. I don't know how long that is, 20 k's or something. All right, this is the start of the heritage trail. Looks like there's a few people here. Oh, put my tyres down a bit. That's the car park. That trail actually heads further down and goes a bit into Midland. Just parked up here, and the trail's down there. And we'll just do this 20 k's, whatever it is, until we get to the lakes. I'll just let some air out of these tyres, and we'll be on our way. Probably put them down to 30 or so pound. All right, on our way. See how much mud's on this track in the end. It's good gravel most of the way, so. I'll just go up in here, the start of the tunnel. Anybody in Perth will know this, but I'll go and have a look at this tunnel. Carved out of the rock. So you can see it's just wide enough for one train. And that's the tunnel. Built in 1895. Because this is an old railway line, it's at about a 3% gradient all the way up. So it isn't too, it's not hilly, it's just on a constant sort of 3% gradient. Pretty well all the way up. And it's a pretty good road most of the way. There's normally a waterfall here, but we haven't had enough rain, so it's not flowing. This is John Forest, and there's like a little dam in here and a walking track, and you can park up there. There's toilets and things like that, and normally that flows in the winter like little waterfalls and little dams. I've come from down there and I'm going up this road here, so not much further down the road from the last bit of footage. It's like a kid's playground on the right there, and a bit of a bridge here. Nice house in there. Still a pretty good track. So I just came from back there. I'm heading there, and this is, I think, is the Mount Helena Tavern. Mount Helena? Yeah, Mount Helena Tavern is there. So up here the trail forks and goes to the right if you want to keep on going around the loop, or go straight if you want to keep on going out. I'm going to go straight, but this is the end for a lot of people who do this ride. They either come to here, have a coffee and something to eat, and then head back down the same road, or they actually turn up here and head back around. So I'm going to keep on going. I've got a fair bit of riding to do continuing east, so let's keep pedaling. Oh, this has turned into a bit more of a track now. Pretty good gravel, but a bit more of a track. Another road.
Asking why we
Alright, oh, another road here. What's this one? This must be Stoneville. Little shop down there. Shop to the left, so I'm not getting... Oh, sorry, Parkerville it is, not Stoneville, Parkerville. Stoneville's another 3 k's. Alright, not far from, we just went through Stoneville, so slowly getting there. Not far from turning off, probably about another 7-10 k's I guess. So I just came from back there. I'm heading there, and this is, I think, is the Mount Helena Tavern. Mount Helena? Yeah, Mount Helena Tavern is there. So up here the trail forks and goes to the right if you want to keep on going around the loop, or go straight if you want to keep on going out. I'm going to go straight, but this is the end for a lot of people who do this ride. They either come to here, have a coffee and something to eat, and then head back down the same road, or they actually turn up here and head back around. So I'm going to keep on going. I've got a fair bit of riding to do continuing east, so let's keep pedaling.
Alright, you can see the sign there to the right. That's the other heritage trail. We're going to go straight along here. Alright, where do you go here? This is the Kep track. I think you go over here. Looks like it's over there. So you must go. Wonder if you go back here. I've been here before, but I can't remember what I did. Maybe you go up here, yep. And then around the top, that's right. I remember now. This is where we go. So this is the Kep track as well. This is definitely more of a track. A lot more people turn around back there and don't do this part of it. Alright, a lot of pedalling to do until we turn off. Alright, this is Chidlow. And we turn off up here in about 3 k's. Onto Ash Road, I think it's called. And that should take us to the Lakes Roadhouse, where I'll get maybe something to eat, a drink, pump the tyres up back to road pressure. We have a little bit of Southwest Highway to go on, and then we'll be back off the road and onto the back roads. Oh, stringy bark. Oop, the bark in the spokes. Alright, keep pedaling, keep focused. It's sandy through here, but the rain's made it nice and firm. I got asked once, not that long ago, how do you do long rides? A lot of people just think it's just too long or it's just too big a task to do. What I do, I break it up in my mind into smaller goals, into segments. And I'll tick off every segment as I go. So for example, getting to the start of the heritage track is one segment, and I've ticked that off. Now the next segment is getting to the lakes and the heritage track. Segment number 2. And segment number 3 is getting from the lakes to Beverly. And sometimes I might even break them up into smaller segments as I go. But then each segment just becomes much easier. And you only have to look forward 15, 20 k's maybe, rather than look forward 150 k's. And then after a while you've done 3 or 4 segments and the ride's done. And that's how I do it. And that's how I can easily do a 200 plus, 220, like last weekend, 220 kilometre ride. All right, a couple of Ks until I turn off. All right, this is Ash Road, and I think I have to, I think I have to go down this road to get to the lakes. Put my clip in. So I'll just have to toot along here, put my lights on. And then I turn off up here somewhere. So this Ash Road's now turned into gravel. So it's a bit of a gravel track. It's turned into a little country lane, this place. Little horses and little farms. Real little hidden place. Alright, I think I go right here. I think I go right. Yeah, there's some nice roads, so let's go right. Let's double check. Yep, and this is the way. You should come out on the highway. And I just got to cross it to get to the lakes. There's an old culti trash in there or an old combine. Just here at the lakes, there's lots of motorbikes. Come in, they're all going for a ride as well. Just had a sandwich and a Red Bull, get a bit of energy in the legs. Some more motorbikes, they're everywhere today, it's Sunday. Pumped the tyres up. I put on my fluoro shirt because I'm going to be on the highway. And I'll take that off when I get off the highway, but just so I can be seen. So let's get back on the bike and start heading sort of southeast. All right, so I have to get to Talbot Road, and I didn't realise, but there's a motorbike festival on in York, which I've been to a few times, but I didn't realise it was on today. and so there'll be a lot of motorbikes on the road. Go. See if we cannot get in the way of cars. Lots of motorbikes from the festival. Get my legs pumping again. I've only got about 7 Ks. That's 7 Ks to do on here. Not far, and I'll be off the road. Not much of a shoulder on here, so you got to be prepared to jump off the road if you see something big coming. Quite a few cars. So there's an event out at a town out here, but I don't have long to go and I can jump off this road. So lots of bikes, lots of cars going out to this event, but we're turning off just up here, I think. This should be Talbot Road or something like that. Talbot Road something. Talbot West Road. I think it's gravel to start with, but it'll get me off this road. Alright, on this Talbot Road, looks like everyone cuts the hell out of their cars. Let's do that better. About 61 to go to Beverly from here. So I got off the main road onto this gravel to get off the other loads of vehicles, because I much have a shoulder. Through here, through this forest, there's actually big patches of it that don't have home coverage. So I actually bought a sat phone for this one, just in case something goes wrong. Alright, this is the bitumen here, so I think this is the start of the other, so this should be bitumen from here. Alright. So this has been a 1 or 2% gradient, probably for about 5 Ks or so. It's a long one, but it's quite fast, luckily. A few of the guys taking a different road back. But I must be getting to the top of this hill. It's been going forever. Have a rest on the other side. Some nice wood out here, nice trees. Climb Pro still says it's going up, so even over this little hill, it must be still going up. A little bit further down the road, this has actually been quite a fast section, this. It's not, the hills aren't, so far at least, not a very big gradient. More motorbikes from the motorbike show. So I've got about 38 to go, which is generally just an afternoon's ride amount. And then I'll work out if I turn north and go to the next town where this motorbike show is. Stop for a bit, put the phone back on the holder because it's just stopped raining. It's been raining, and so I put the phone and a couple of the other bits and pieces in the bag to keep them dry. But it's all stopped, so about 30 k's out of Beverly at the moment. Done 108. I don't have any phone signal. I was going to see what the distance is between York and Beverly, but I don't have any phone signal at the moment. I just wiped the lens. I forgot the GoPro had drops all over it, so I just wiped it. Hopefully it's clean now. I think my cadence sensor ran out of battery too. At the start it was disconnecting and connecting and disconnecting. So I turned it off, and I'll have to check the battery when I get back. I've never changed it since I bought it, so I'm guessing that's probably what it is. "24 k's out, a little building on the side here, I don't know what this is. What is this? Petite Park. That's interesting. It's like a little farm stay thing, is it? Must be. Little farm stay thing. Oh, got it in high gear. Well, it might even be a working farm. JCB and bits and pieces. About 8 k's out of Beverly, one more climb and then we roll in. So still feeling pretty good. I'm not going to go up to York. Let's go this car past. I'm not going to go up to York. I'll stop at Beverly and then I'll be able to do a couple of things at home this afternoon. That's a good ride. It'll be 140 odd k's, which isn't too bad. Some different terrain, some different roads, some different hills. Not a lot of hills in the middle of Perth or in the Perth metropolitan area, unless you go up to the hills. So not a bad practice for a long distance ride. in the wheatbelt. Alrighty, this must be the last climb, I think. At least the start of it. Looked like a pretty long one, pretty big one on the Climb Pro on the Garmin. This might be just the start of it. Alright, let's climb this hill. Alright, that's over the top of that last climb. I think now we just roll in. Roll into Beverly. That was a sharp little climb at the end. This is Beverly. Let's see what the main street of Beverly looks like. I can't really remember. I have been here a heap of times, but I can't remember. I normally just drive through on the north-south road, so we'll find the main street. Like someone's on some truck maintenance. There's PPE on the right there. Up here somewhere maybe. Oh, church on the right. It's like an old museum full of really old stuff. A couple of old tractors, a couple of bits and pieces, and then just lots of old, there's an old wagon wheel or part of a wagon wheel, insulators. It's a whole heap of old fortsons down the back there. How interesting is that? Well, let's see if we can find this aircraft on a pole. Way station. Oh, here's the plane. Found it. Obviously the information bay. So this is a plane. Beverly has quite a aviation history, I believe. And this is, what does it say here? A de Havilland Vampire jet. She looks a bit rough around the edges these days, but jet engines must have been in there, or maybe one jet engine. Oh, it came out the middle and it had a split tail. Came out the middle at the back there. And then there's some landing gear here. I'm wondering if this is this off this plane? Oh no, this is off a crashed plane. Looks like DC-4, crashed DC-4. Looks like those people may have died. It was a commercial, yeah, all killed. It was a commercial plane. If that's steel, that's a bit
It's pretty heavy. I guess the landing gear has to be, but... Alrighty, let's go and... Oh, there's a bit of a timeline in the back here about the aviation here in Beverly. Some pictures. Oh, there's a picture of that plane that crashed. Alrighty, let's go and have a look at the main street. See that interesting building there? Dome. Oh yeah, the Art Deco halls that a lot of these wheatbelt towns have. Some old buildings. Post office. Probably built in the early 1900s. There's a Porsche. $1915. That one was built. We need a cafe, don't we? Where's the cafe? More motorbikes. There's tons of motorbikes. Elders. There's a coffee shop there. Might see if that's open. And then a bank house. That's a really old place. And the Freemasons Tavern. Alright, so that's the trip to Beverly done. 140 k's through the gravel and then on a bit of highway and then on a bit of back road into Beverly, just down the main street. So I'll head home. I'm not riding home. I'll put the bike on the car and head home. So if you like this one, wait for the next one and have a good one. Till then, catch up.